What's up, beautiful people? We are about to start a brand new game, and we're going to play the infamous Pokemon Uranium. This is a game that actually ended up being banned because it was that good. It is an absolute classic, and a lot of people still say that this is one of the best fan games out there, and it really changed everything for fan games moving forward. It really set the bar super high. So let's get into it. Here we've just met Bambo, and he said if it's too hard to pronounce his name, we can just call him the Pokemon Professor. And here there are some controls and information if you're not sure or want to find out more about the game, but we already know it. And wow, look, there's already a new fakemon that we have seen. And this game does include real Pokemon as well as a whole bunch of fakemon. And I'm very excited to see what these new interesting Pokemon look like. I want to try add as many fakemon to my team as possible. I've got no idea which fakemon are strong or which evolve or anything. I haven't really looked up anything at all. So I'm hoping a lot of you will help me and drop a few comments below. Let me know which are the good fakemon to use in this game and which are some of the strongest. And here we're just choosing our character. You can choose if you're male or female, and we're just filling out our name now. And I've never played through this game. I've got no idea about the story, so this is a very first time for me. I'm very excited. There's been so much hype around this game for the longest time, so let's dive right into the story and see where Pokemon Uranium takes us. 10 years ago, Flips's family lived in Beale Beach City, the largest city in Tandor. Their father, Killen, was a brave and talented Pokemon ranger. Their mother, Lucille, was a brilliant scientist and an expert on nuclear energy. Although they both worked demanding jobs, they always found time to spend time with Flips at home. Lucille was working on a nuclear project. The future seemed bright until... It was an ordinary day at the nuclear power plant. As part of a routine inspection, they brought a specialist in. Whoa, this looks really cool. Cameron, have you finished the diagnostics? Yes, I have. Everything seems to be working perfectly. This generator you designed really does a great job. Excellent. If everybody's finished their work, we'll break for lunch. Boss, you might want to take a look at this. Strange. The temperature readings are far higher than normal. Either we need to reset, or it looks like the reactor is leaking. Can't be the thermometer, I just checked that. So... Uh-oh. This does not look good. It seems that... Oh goodness, it looks like the alarms are going off. There must be a breach in the reactor. At this temperature, in just a few minutes, we'll have a total meltdown. Everybody needs to evacuate now. Uh-oh, looks like this reactor's gonna blow up. Lucille, you have to leave too. Oh goodness, this is like Chernobyl. Lucille! Whoa. With Cameron's help, all of the scientists were able to escape unscathed, except Lucille. The radiation leaking from the broken reactor made the surroundings in the area uninhabitable, so they were unable to explore the area. So Flips, that's us, our personality changed, everything changed when we lost our mom. And we went to live with our elderly auntie in Mocky Town. Wow, what an intro to a story. 10 years had passed. Auntie's health waned. Supporting a child became difficult. Okay, then the professor in Mocky Town took us under his wing, and we're about to see the Pokemon to start a new journey. So it looks like our grandmother can't take care of us anymore, and it's time for us to spread our wings and go on an adventure. But wow, what an introduction. This is definitely blowing me away already. This is like Chernobyl. There's a nuclear explosion. And we lost our mother due to it, which is incredibly sad. But now we're gonna go chat with our grandma. And she tells us today's our big day. We're all grown up and we're gonna leave home. And we're gonna go and choose our Pokemon. Our grandma says once we do get our Pokemon, we must come back and show her what Pokemon we have. And she's given us a present. We got running shoes. Awesome. Thanks so much, Grandma. That's so thoughtful. Grandmas are just the best. Okay, so now we can explore some of the region. We are in Mocky Town. I've got no idea about this region or what the map looks like or anything. So that makes it super exciting for me. Okay, and it's nighttime in Mocky Town. It looks pretty beautiful. So you're going to be the big breadwinner now, huh? Looks like that's one of the locals in the town. Oh, Flips, you're leaving home, right? Take this on your journey. We obtained a rare candy. Everyone's so friendly in Mocky Town. I want to explore some of the houses now. And then we will try and make our way to the Pokemon lab. Ken, there's an interesting Pokemon, a Cheyenne or something. Looks pretty interesting. I can't wait to see some of these Fakemon. And I believe the starters are all entirely new Pokemon as well. Or new Fakemon, I should say. I've got no idea who we're gonna choose. We'll just see who looks the coolest, I suppose. But this game, I think the latest version came out in 2020, so it's not new. And I think when it first got released, it's already been a good couple years. But this game was definitely ahead of its time. It looks incredible. It's really aesthetically pleasing, and like the intro was amazing. I can understand why this game got banned, because it almost looks like an official Pokemon game, if not better. But let me know in the comments below, have any of you guys played Pokemon Uranium, the banned Pokemon game, before? Let me know your thoughts of the game below. I'm very curious to see how many of you have actually played this before. Hey, wait up! So this looks like it's our rival or friend or something. Where do you think you're going, huh? Are you trying to get to the lab before me so you can get the better Pokemon? Well, that's not gonna happen, because I'm gonna get the strongest one first. So he's running ahead. He wants to try get the better Pokemon. Seems like he's quite a competitive young lad. But now we're entering the Pokemon lab, and let's see what the professor has to say. Honestly, Pops, you can't even remember my name. What? Okay, so our rival is the son of the professor. And he says our job is to explore the Tandor region and try catch as many Pokemon as we can and try fill the Pokédex. And he says we're going to go through a Pokemon aptitude test to see which Pokemon would suit us best, which is really interesting. That's an awesome take. And our little rival says he hasn't prepared for any test. He doesn't want to do any silly test. But the professor said it's just to give us an idea of which Pokemon might suit us better. And you can find out more about the test by chatting to the professor's aid. Ken, here's the first few questions. And as you see these questions, the answers are in 3 colors. So there's red, green, and blue. And depending on the answer you choose, that will be the corresponding Pokemon. So if you choose like red answers, like Hyper Beam, you're going to get the Fire-type Pokemon. If you choose your answers that are mostly green, you're going to get the Grass-type Pokemon. And if you choose answers that are mostly blue, you're going to get the Electric-type Pokemon, I believe. So keep that in mind with your answers. If there is a special type that you want, choose the correct color for the answers. I did answer the questions normally, and I got the Fire-type Pokemon, but I wasn't too excited for that. I actually wanted the Grass-type, so I restarted the game and I chose the answers in green. So hopefully now we'll get the Grass-type, because I believe it's a Grass and Steel-type. So we did choose answers mostly in green, and the professor tells us that we're a defensive trainer and we're going to get Orchinx. So yes, this was the Pokemon I want. I believe it's Grass and Steel-type, which is really cool. It definitely looked the coolest for me, but all of them actually look really great. I would like to play through the game and choose all of them. And our rival, I suppose he's gonna get... I don't know if he'll get the Pokemon with the type advantage. Maybe he'll get the Fire-type. Normally that's how it goes. Let's see what Theo gets. Okay, he's impulsive and impatient. So which Pokemon will suit him? Okay, looks like he's getting a Letux, which is the Electric type. Interesting. So that doesn't have a type advantage. It should be a pretty fair battle if we take on each other. Hopefully we can have a Pokemon battle now and test out our brand new Pokemon. And yeah, we do. Let's go, Theo. Let's see what you got. All 3 of these starter Pokemon do have 2 evolutions. So I'm very excited to see what they look like when Orchinx evolves. And we don't have very many attacks. We're both at level 5. So we need to level up and try and learn more attacks. I do like the battle screen. I like that the attacks are all at the bottom and you can scroll across. Normally it shows all 4. And yeah, this looks really unique, this battle style. I do like it. It's different. And it's a bit easier, actually. Okay, this is quite a slow battle. Both of us don't have very strong attacks, because our level is so low. We're just going to slowly inch away at each other's HP. I think another attack and we should have it. Yes, we've defeated Eletux. So I don't think Theo's going to be too happy with that. He's lost his first ever battle. But how? I'm supposed to be the best trainer ever. It's impossible. Okay, so he's crying. Theo's not too impressed. Shame, he does look a little bit younger than us. So he's gonna have to learn how to take defeat. And the professor has healed us. So that's pretty cool. And the professor tells us a bit about type advantages. So that definitely had some kind of play in this battle. And little Theo is really upset that he lost, and he's saying life isn't fair, and he's running off. Okay, he's taking this loss hard. I think we better give him a bit of time to calm down. And his father says, yeah, he's just a little kid after all. So we gotta give him a break. Theo's having a bad day. Okay, now, he says that we should meet him at the entrance of Route 1. I'm guessing he's going to show us how to catch Pokemon. If you've never played a Pokemon game, the intro always shows you everything you need to know. Standard procedure. But now that we got our Pokemon, we can also just pop back home and show our grandma. She said we must show her. And yeah, she likes Orching. She says it's so cute, and we should come back if we ever need a rest. There's no Pokemon Center in Mucky Town, so if you want to heal your Pokemon, go back to your grandma. She'll sort you out. But so far, this game looks amazing. It's really beautiful. I like the look of the city, and the introduction was amazing. Some crazy lore in this game. But now it looks like we've found the professor. I want to show you and Theo how to catch Pokemon. Can you go get him? Okay, so we got to go find Theo. I don't know where Theo's house is. I think we found him a bit earlier. But we'll go get Theo and see if he's feeling a bit better. And then the professor will show us how to catch some Pokemon. Hopefully he'll give us some Pokeballs. And that little kid was playing Pokemon Red. It's a good game. If you guys haven't played Radical Red, it is a difficulty ROM hack game. And I definitely recommend it. If you want to play it, I have done an entire playthrough of the game. I've completed the game fully. So subscribe to my channel and go check out my playlists. There is Pokemon Radical Red there, as well as a few other games you might want to check out, see if any of them suit you, and you might want to play some of them. So it's a good way to just have a little preview of them. And we found Theo, and his dad says losing is just part of being a Pokemon trainer, and he can't get so upset every time he loses. We're both gonna lose a ton. And he says even though his son was pretty dramatic, he bounced back pretty fast. And he wishes us luck. So now we can make our way back to the professor and let's see what Pokemon he's gonna catch. Now that you and Theo are here, it's time to begin. Watch closely. Wild Pokemon, as you probably know, will pop up in the grass randomly. Okay, so he's gonna take a few steps in the grass and then voila! Looks like he's encountered something. Look, it's a Chinmunk. They're very common. And he's sending out Raptorch. That was the other Pokemon that wasn't chosen by Theo and I. So maybe the professor's gonna keep the fire type for himself. Once you weaken the Pokemon, you can throw out the Pokeball. So there, it looks like he caught Chinmunk or whatever this Pokemon is. Chinmunk are fairly easy, but there will be others that are more difficult. You might need to cause an effect to make it easier to catch them, like paralyze them, poison them, put them to sleep. And the professor wants me and Theo to go on an adventure and catch as many Pokemon as we can for his research. So he's given us some Pokeballs, which is awesome. And he says the motto is to catch them all, so we must try and catch as many as we can. And he says we must make our way to the next city, which is Kevlar Town. He said we can reach there from Route 1. I'm very happy that we have Pokeballs though, so at least on our journey we can try catch a few Pokemon and add them to our team. In the next video, we're gonna make our way to Kevlar Town and catch a whole bunch of cool new Fakemon. I'm very excited to see what we come across, but we're gonna end off the video here for now. Thanks for watching.